Good morning and welcome to this Monday morning motivation. Now, I've seen a lot in the Facebook and various other social media lately about overwhelm and how people are finding it difficult to cope with everything that's happening within their business and around it. Talk of burnout and all that sort of thing. Probably the most important thing I think to remember about your business is the reason you got into it in the first place. And of course, for a lot of us, we had this really good idea and we had a lovely dream, and so we jumped out and got into business. And it might have been that we were looking for independence and self-sufficiency, all of which is good, but of course it probably doesn't take a long time to find out that independence and self-sufficiency means you've got to do it all yourself. And whilst that's a good thing in most cases, it can put extra weight on your shoulders. And of course, extra weight on your shoulders leads to burnout. And if you are feeling burnt out, how can you overcome it? I like to think that probably the best way is to go back and look at all of the things that got you started in the first place. And of course, that's your dream. So revisit that dream and then have a look at doing the things that probably should have been done when we started. Lots and lots of research, and maybe in the beginning there wasn't time, or at least perhaps it didn't seem important. Now, if that was the case, when you were thinking about, do I need a plan? Well, yes, you do. If you want to make a really good fist of what it is that you're doing, you do need a plan. And if you don't have one, do it now. Make one. Now, if you do have one, go back and revisit. Have a good look and see that within your business plan, you don't have any conflict. Make sure that it's saying the things that you wanted to say. That is, essentially, why do I do what I do? Who do I work with? And under what circumstances do I work with those people? And what is it that I provide? And make sure that what you're providing is what you want to provide. Because if you're finding yourself providing things that you didn't set out to provide, you're going off track. It's no wonder that you're feeling a little bit of burnout. You're trying to do things that are not your area of expertise, perhaps, or at least aren't within what you want to be delivering. And notice it keeps coming back to, what do we want to be delivering? So the more you can understand about your business and everything that goes along with that business, the greater the opportunity to keep that passion burning that started you in the first place. Now, how do you find out all of these things? You can have a really good look inside yourself, or you can also go and talk to customers and potential customers and get feedback from them about what it is that they want. At the end of the day, the customers are the ones who are going to tell you how to run your business to suit them. Now, if you have staff, how about some feedback from the staff? The thing about staff is that most of them are there because they like to be there. And staff can usually give you a pretty good clue on things that are going right and things that might need a little bit of a touch-up. Bit of improvement here, a little bit of improvement there. And of course, look to your goals. Now, some of us get into business and we're working so hard we forget about our goals, which is probably not helpful, because if we've forgotten about our goals, we've got ourselves into day-to-day drudgery and we're not looking to grow necessarily. So have a look to your goals. If you've gone off track, adjust your activity, get back on track with those goals. If the goals aren't appropriate, adjust them. So make sure that it's a personal thing. Okay, set the goals that you want to achieve. Yes, they probably apply to your business, but it's got to be personal. You've got to want these things. Now, in setting those goals, work out really clearly how you will attain them. Okay, what is it that you're going to do to achieve those goals? and then make sure that you undertake the activity. And make sure that business plan matches your goals and your strategy. The biggest thing about your business plan is make sure you don't have any conflict in it. Make sure it clearly identifies who it is that you want to work with, and make sure that they are the ones that are identified as the customer, and that they are identified as the customer that wants the services that you provide. So as you make that plan, a good plan, it identifies where you're going and how you're going to get there. And that helps to make life a lot easier than just being out there day to day, drudgery, get some goals happening, get that passion back in your life, back in your business. And these are all the things that can help with, re-employing that passion and making sure your business is really bubbling. Because when business is bubbling, most of us don't have to worry too much about overwhelm. So get into that passion, make it work, undertake the activity with a smile, and have an absolutely great week.